All right, it's Daddy Jack's Cooking with the Blues here, Chaplin's Restaurant, 165 Bank Street, New London, Connecticut. Beautiful. I've been all over this country. I ended up down here 4 years ago, and we opened Chaplin's Restaurant here, and this is it. This is home. This is my final excursion destination right here. My friend Will in the house stopped in close to the holidays. Nothing like friends and family during the holidays, right, my man?
Nope.
And Tommy Walters back here holding it down. Bob Jack on camera. So this is a tribute back in my old days, and you know, I was so passionate about food, and it's like if you're passionate about something, it's almost like you got a photographic memory, right? And it's like, I remember yesterday, the room we were in, I was the banquet chef at the Fairmont Hotel in Dallas, and Klaus Mittelhauser brought me there from Atlanta, Georgia. We were at the Peachtree at Hyatt, Peachtree, and then he brought me, he went to a 5-star hotel, and he said to stay where you're at. I was heading back out to California with Carlo Galazzo, and then he said, you know, stay where you're at, and then you come and work at a 5-star hotel, and then you can transfer back out to San Francisco and put down roots. And I never ended up 18 years down in Dallas. But John Luke, when he first came, John Luke Alben, Klaus Mittelhauser left, and John Luke came, and he said, and this guy was the youngest, he was a French chef, youngest chef in the Fairmont Hotel chain. And he cooked us a lunch the first day he got to us. And I remember like it was yesterday. So it's called Bereed, I believe. And because nobody's ever shown me how to cook with it since. And so I'm using some Riesling, kind of a sweet wine. You got that lemon juice, Tommy? And then we're going to do some shallot, some fine diced shallot. See? Texture is everything in this dish, okay? So, okay. I'm going to put a little, now we're going to poach the fish in this, okay? So, I'm going to put a little bit of butter. Then I got a, you know, they kind of call it the captain's cut, the thicker cut, a cod. Okay, so I'm gonna cook it skin, you know, down first, and then I'm gonna flip it before it gets too well cooked, just to get that bottom side done. And then a little bit of fresh lemon juice. Got the shallots, white wine, and then I'm gonna use a little bit more wine because we want to cook this down. Okay, then we'll put a cover on it and steam it. Give it about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to flip it over. Alrighty, right. Back with our cod. I had flipped it over. 3 minutes on each side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this out ever so gently, if I can. Okay. This is not the, you know, probably the ideal fish. Maybe a snapper or something like that. So anyway, so we got this, and what I did is I got an egg yolk mixed with some of that Riesling, the Blue-filled Riesling. Okay, a little bit at a time. Yeah. Then 1 piece of butter, and there's some green onions. We don't want to get too hot, okay? Look at that beautiful sauce. The egg yolk thicken the sauce. There you go. A little bit more. Want to cook that raw wine that we mixed with the egg yolk out a little bit. Look at that. Thicken with egg yolk, just like the hollandaise sauce, you know, you thicken the butter. There you go. Look at that. Huh? Okay. So simple, so quick. All the natural flavors. Grab a fork there, Will. And this is the tribute to Jean-Luc Alban. He's down in New Orleans. I haven't talked to him in almost like 30 years, but I'm going to look him up. I know he's got a couple of bakeries down in New Orleans. Really smart, really sharp, talented guy. This is cod with a bourride sauce.
Wow. Wow.
It's rich, very rich.
Wow. That's all I can say.
It's, you know, it's a little bit on the edge, you know, salty, but it's also, we got lemon in it. You know, maybe could have cut back on the lemon a little bit, but you got the gist, you know, for the sauce.
Not only a pretty dish,
Yeah.
it tastes as good as it looks.
I had never seen it before then, and I've never seen it since anybody do it, but this is a real popular presentation of fish in Europe and France. Anyways, Daddy Jack's Cooking with the Blues, bringing a little bit of Europe over here to the shores of America, and hope I did it justice. Bon appetit, happy holidays. Bob Jacko Productions, my friend Will in the house, Tommy Walters in the back, and this is Jack Chaplin, Daddy Jack's Cooking with the Blues. Hasta luego.